नए साल की घंटी बजी और साथों साथ एग्जाम का भी घंटी बज गई, क्योंकि हम लोग बोर्ड एग्जाम्स के करीब आ चुके हैं। प्री बोर्ड किसी स्कूल में चल रहा है, किसी का नेक्स्ट महीने आ ही जाएगा और उसके बाद आ जाएगा हमारा बोर्ड का पीरियड। तो इस सीरीज में हम लोग कुछ ऐसे ही सवालात को लेके डिस्कस करेंगे जो हमारे एग्जाम के लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। हेलो दोस्तों, टिकल द माइंड के चैनल में आप सभी का फिर से स्वागत है। आज हम लोग कुछ ऐसे न्यूमेरिकल्स के बारे में जानेंगे फिजिक्स में जो सवाल आने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है। आज का हमारा सीरीज आईसीएससी क्लास 10 फिजिक्स के न्यूमेरिकल्स को लेकर कुछ ऐसे ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हम आप लोगों के सामने रखेंगे जो आप लोग फॉलो अप कीजिएगा। ये आपको एग्जाम में आने के बहुत ज्यादा चांसेस है। कुछ भी सवाल को लेकर अगर आप लोगों का कुछ दिक्कत भी रहा तो हम लोगों के कमेंट बॉक्स में जरूर लिखिएगा, वो भी हम लोग आप लोगों को क्लियर कर देंगे। तो आ जाते हैं हमारे क्वेश्चंस में कि क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हमारे हैं जो हम लोग को तैयार करने हैं। अब आ जाते हैं हमारा पहला चैप्टर जहां से न्यूमेरिकल्स हम लोग देखेंगे, वो है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन, a cell of EMF 2.0 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm is connected to the resistors of 3 ohm and 6 ohm in series. Calculate number 1, the current drawn from the cell. Number 2, the potential difference across each resistor. Number 3, the terminal voltage of the cell. And number 4, the voltage drop. Question number 2, a current of 100 milliampere flows through a wire. The charge on an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Find the number of electron passing per second through the cross section of the conductor. Question number 3, a current of 0.2 ampere flows through a conducting wire for 5 minutes. How much charge will flow? Question number 4, an ammeter placed in series with an electric radiator reads 0.5 ampere and a voltmeter placed across it reads 230 volts. What is the resistance of the radiator? Question number 5, an electric bulb draws 0.5 ampere current at 3.0 volt. Calculate the resistance of the filament of the bulb. Question number 6. Two bulbs are marked 100 watt 220 volt and 60 watt 110 volt. Calculate the ratio of their resistances. Question number 7. Calculate the value of resistance which must be connected to a 15 ohm resistance to provide an effective resistance of 6 ohm. Question number 8. A metal wire of resistance 6 ohm is stretched so that its length is increased to twice its original length. Calculate its new resistance. Question number 9. Two resistors having 2 ohm and 3 ohm resistance are connected, number 1 in series and number 2 in parallel. Find the equivalent resistance in each case. Question number 10. A wire of uniform thickness with a resistance of 27 ohm is cut into 3 equal pieces and they are joined in parallel. Find the resistance of the parallel combination. Question number 11. The resistance of two resistors joined in series is 8 ohm and in parallel is 1.5 ohm. Find the value of the two resistances. Question number 12. A bulb when connected to a 12 volt battery draws 1.5 ampere current when glowing. What is the resistance of the filament of the bulb? Question mark. Will the resistance be more, same or less when the bulb is not glowing? Question number 13. A cell supplies a current of 0.6 ampere through a 2 ohm coil and a current of 0.3 ampere through a 8 ohm coil. Calculate the EMF and internal resistance of the cell. Question number 14. A charge of 750 coulomb flows through a conductor for 2 minutes 30 seconds. Find the magnitude of current flowing through the conductor. Question number 15. Two wires of same material and same length have radii in the ratio of 2:3. Compare their resistances. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के ये 15 सवाल आप लोग अच्छा करके फॉलो अप कीजिए। अब चले आते हैं हमारा नेक्स्ट चैप्टर हीट को लेके। तो हीट से स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी और लैटेंट हीट के ऊपर हम लोग के न्यूमेरिकल्स रहे। तो आ जाते हैं उसके सवाल। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, water falls from a height of 50 meter. Calculate the rise in the temperature of water when it strikes the bottom. Take G equals to 10 meter per second square. Specific heat capacity of water is 4200 joule per kg per degree C. Second question. A solid of mass 25 gram at 120 degree C is placed in 100 gram of water at 20 degree C. Calculate the final temperature of the mixture. Take specific heat capacity of solid 0.8 joule per gram per degree C. Specific heat capacity of water 4.2 joule per gram per degree Celsius. Question number 3. 200 gram of hot water at 80 degree C is added to 300 gram of cold water at 10 degree C. Calculate the final temperature of the mixture of water. Consider the heat taken by the container to be negligible. Take specific capacity of water is 4200 joule kg to the power minus 1 degree C to the power minus 1. Question number 4. An electric immersion heater is rated 1250 watt. Calculate the time in which it will heat 20 kg of water at 5 degree C to 65 degree C. Question number 5. Some hot water was added to 3 times its mass of cold water at 10 degree C and the resulting temperature was found to be 20 degree C. What was the temperature of the hot water? Question number 6. A piece of iron of mass 2.0 kg has a thermal capacity of 966 joule per degree C. How much heat is needed to warm it by 15 degree C? Question number 7. Two metallic blocks P and Q having masses in the ratio 2:1 are supplied with the same amount of heat. If their temperature rise by same degree, compare their specific heat capacities. Question number 8. The temperature of a lead piece of mass 400 gram rises from 20 degree C to 50 degree C when 1560 joule of heat is supplied to it. Calculate number 1. Heat capacity of lead piece. Number 2. Specific heat capacity of lead. Question number 9. 63.2 gram of copper at 50 degree C can just melt 3.8 gram of ice. If the specific latent heat of ice is 336 joule per gram, find the specific heat capacity of copper. Question number 10. 50 gram of metal piece at 27 degree C requires 2400 joule of heat energy so as to attain a temperature of 327 degree C. Calculate the specific capacity of the metal. अब आ जाते हैं रेडियो एक्टिविटी में। रेडियो एक्टिविटी से कैलकुलेशंस वगैरह के क्या सवाल आ सकते हैं। तो आ जाते हैं पहला क्वेश्चन। An element P disintegrates by alpha emission and the new element suffers two further disintegration, both by beta emission, to form an element Q, so that P and Q are isotopes. Question number 2. An element X has the symbols X 202 84, मतलब एटॉमिक नंबर हमारा 84 रहेगा, मास नंबर रहेगा 202. It emits an alpha particle and then a beta particle. The final nucleus is YAB, मास में A और एटॉमिक में B. Find A and B. Question number 3. Complete the following fission reaction. Uranium 23592 plus N10 arrow Sb133A plus CO B41 plus 4N10 plus energy. Write down the values of A and B. Question number 4. Calculate the amount of energy released in mega electron volt due to a loss of mass of 2 kg. Question number 5. In a nuclear fusion reaction, the loss in mass is 0.5%. How much energy is released in the fusion of 2 kg mass? अब आ जाते हैं साउंड के पोर्शन से. साउंड से हम लोग को क्या क्या सवाल आ सकते हैं, न्यूमेरिकल्स पॉसिबल हैं जो हम लोग को प्रैक्टिस करने हैं. तो साउंड को लेकर हमारा सवाल. एक नंबर क्वेश्चन. A boy standing in front of a wall at a distance of 17 meter produce 10 claps per second. He notices that the sound of his clapping coincides with the echo. Echo is heard only once when clapping is stopped. Calculate the speed of the sound. Question number 2. An observer standing in front of a vertical wall claps 10 times in 1 second. He adjusts his distance from the wall in such a way that his second clapping coincides with the echo. This happens when his distance from the wall is 17.5 meters. What is the velocity of sound heard by him? Question number 3. Two waves of the same pitch have their amplitudes in the ratio 2:3. Question number 1. What will be the ratio of their loudness? Question number 2. What will be the ratio of their frequencies? Question number 4. An observer stands at a certain distance away from a cliff and produces a loud sound. He hears the echo of the sound after 1.8 seconds. Calculate the distance between the cliff and the observer if the velocity of sound in air is 340 meter per second. Question number 5. A man standing between two cliffs produces a sound and hears two successive echoes at intervals of 3 seconds and 4 seconds respectively. Calculate the distance between the two cliffs. The speed of the sound in the air is 330 meter per second. Question number 6. An instrument is able to detect the reflected waves from an enemy aeroplane after a time interval of 0.02 milliseconds. If the velocity of wave is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, calculate the distance of the plane from the radar. Question number 7. The smoke from the gun barrel is seen 2 seconds before the explosion is heard. If the speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second, calculate the distance of the observer from the gun. State the approximation used. Question number 8. A person fires a gun while standing at a distance of 850 meter from a building. If the speed of sound is 350 meter per second, calculate the time in which the person hears an echo of the gunfire. Question number 9. A radio signal sent towards the surface of the moon is received in 2.5 seconds. If the speed of the radio waves is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, Find the distance of the moon from the earth. Question number 10. A sound made on the surface of a lake takes 3 seconds to reach a boatman. How much time will it take to reach a diver inside the water at the same depth? Question number 11. A boy stands 66.4 meter in front of a high wall and then blows a whistle. Calculate the time interval when he hears an echo. Take speed of the sound is 332 meter per second. 12 number question. A ship which is stationary at a distance of 680 meter from the shore sends a signal to the coast. Its echo is heard in 4 seconds. Find the velocity of the sound. Question number 13. An observer stands at a distance of 850 meter from a cliff and fires a gun. After what time gap will he hear the echo? If sound travels at a speed of 350 meter per second in the air. Question number 14. The wavelength and frequency of sound wave in a certain medium is 40 centimeter and 835 hertz respectively. In the same medium, if another wave has wavelength equal to 32 centimeter, calculates its frequency. Question number 15. A pendulum has a frequency of 5 vibration per second. An observer starts the pendulum and fires simultaneously, and he hears the echo from a cliff after 8 vibration of the pendulum. If the velocity of sound in air is 340 meter per second, what is the distance between the cliff and the observer? अब चले आते हैं लाइट के चैप्टर से। लाइट के चैप्टर से क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, कौन से न्यूमेरिकल्स हम लोग को ध्यान में रखने हैं, उसको लेके हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन एयर is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Calculate the speed of light in water. The refractive index of water is 4 by 3. Question number 2. The velocity of light in diamond is 1,21,000 km per second. What is its refractive index? Question number 3. The refractive index of glass with respect to air is 3 by 2. What is the refractive index of air with respect to glass? Question number 4. A glass block is having a refractive index of 3 by 2. Light ray is incident at an angle of 45 degree. Find the sign of angle of refraction inside the glass block. Question number 5. A coin placed at the bottom of a beaker appears to be raised by 4 centimeter. If the refractive index of water is 4 by 3, find the depth of the water in the beaker. Question number 6. A convex lens is of focal length 20 centimeter. Find its power. Question number 7. What is the wavelength of the wave whose frequency is 10 to the power of 12 hertz? अब आ जाते हैं हाउस होल्ड सर्किट और इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर को लेके कौन से न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं। तो हमारा पहला सवाल, एन इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब is marked 100 watt 230 volt. What is the energy consumed by the bulb in 1 hour? Question number 2. Find the energy released by a current of 0.25 ampere flowing through a heater for 5 minutes. The potential difference is 230 volt. Question number 3. An electric iron is rated at 230 volt 750 watt. What is its resistance? What maximum current can be passed through it. Question number 4. An electric bulb is rated as 100 watt to 50 volt. What information does it convey? Calculate number 1, the resistance of its filament while growing, and number 2, the current through the filament of the bulb. अब चले आते हैं मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट। इससे हम लोग के कैसे सवालात हो सकते हैं? तो नंबर 1, the primary coil of a transformer has 200 turns while the secondary coil has 1000 turns. What type of transformer is this? If the input voltage is 10 volt, what will be the output voltage? Question number 2. The voltage supply to primary coil is 210 volt. If the number of turns in primary coil is 200 turns and that of in secondary coil is 20 turns, then find the output voltage. Name the type of transformer. ये सब थे हमारे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस के सजेशंस जो आप लोग फॉलो अप कीजिए। इनमें से कोई भी सवाल अगर आप लोगों को नहीं आ रहा है, समझने में दिक्कत हो रहा है, तो कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर हम लोग को लिखिए। उसका क्या सोल्यूशन होगा, कैसे उसको सोचेंगे, उसका भी वीडियो हम लोग आप लोगों को अपलोड कर देंगे, जाके आप लोग अच्छा करके प्रिपेयर कर पाए और बढ़िया रिजल्ट बना पाए।